Hi, this is Steven from Just Got Played, and today we're going to take a look at Caesar's Empire from Holy Grail Games. Also, they've licensed the Asterisks IP, which I'm not really familiar with, but I think it's just for the art style. So if you see here, we've got ages 10 and up, 2 to 5 players, 30 to 60 minutes. So I've heard this described as a filler game. You can see we've got a map and other stuff here. All right, let's get this open and see what we've got in here. So Holy Grail Games, unfortunately, has declared bankruptcy. So it may not be so easy to find this game, or maybe it's going to come out from another publisher. But, you know, I always hate to see games fall by the wayside, so I hope this has a future. All right, what do we got? Right here on top, we have got the rule book. That's good. And inside, we can see all of the contents. Talks about the setup, connecting cities and scoring. There's a 2 and 3 player variant. Interesting that it's listed as a variant. I know there are different sides of the board. All right. Got a bunch of people's names there I'm not familiar with. Again, yeah, the game, the turn. You know, I think it's really a fairly simple game, but all right, well, let's open it up and see. I'm going to pull this stuff aside and go straight to the board. A couple of empty bags in here just to see what we've got with the board. And boy, this is a pretty big board, actually. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on my current camera set up. Let's find out. All right, so here we go. Let's get everything over there. All right, so I said there's a 2 to 3 player variant. It says 4 to 5 here. So this is the side of the board you do with 4 to 5 players. And you can see there's all these different connections on the board. So you put these tiles out for the cities, which we'll look at in a second. And then there are these connections. Some of these connections are 1, some of these connections are 2. Anyway, all right, let's look at the other side of the board, just to show that off as well. And this is the 2 to 3 player side of the board. There's just less cities, really, I think is what you've got here. Yeah. All right, cool. There's a few connections up there at the top, but there's most of them right there in the picture. All right, let's take a look. So it is for 5 players. So we have 5 different players' pieces. And what are all the pieces? Are they all ships? No, they're people. All right. So there you go. Some people marching on the road. It's funny. I'd seen pictures of this with it, you know, like this far away, and I thought those were like ships or something. All right. So that's what the models all look the same. Let's pick another color and see if those models are the same for those colors as well. Yeah, that looks the same to me, right? Yeah, there you go. Just for consistency's sake, let's get one of each color out here, and we can sort of color compare. So we've got reds, we've got yellows, we've got greens. And I did mention there's a couple of empty bags here, which is nice because we got some stuff to punch as well. So let's see if I can fit all of this stuff in my hand. All right, and there you can see all the different colors that are available, different player colors for creating these connections. And you want to create these connections because, you know, when you do a connection like this, you get a point. But then if somebody comes along and does a connection like this, all, you know, roads have to lead back to Rome. So they'll get a couple of points, but then you'll get a point again because they're using your connection. So that is sort of how the game scoring works, part of it anyway. All right, let's see what else was in the box. We have a bunch of punch boards. All right, so those just came out. These are going to be effectively the same. They're going to have the same numbers. The art will be different. So here is the red and the purple one. And then you have a bunch of different goods tokens, right, that punch out. Yeah, that's reasonable thickness. You know, it's about what you would expect. I don't know if the alignment of the cut is perfect, but it is good. I mean, you know, didn't miss any of the stuff. All right, and now we have blue. All right, here's the blue. Player scoring board. And here's the green, because, when you get these goods, you put them on here. And the more goods you have in a row, the more points you score. And I think you will get points for more rows as well. But then also you score for the columns for having stuff. And then you put coins down here, and whichever one of these is left revealed is the points you score for that. So a bunch of points scored that way. All right, there's a bunch more goods. All right, here's the yellow player. All right. And here's the coins I was talking about. Sestertii or something, however you pronounce that. I think I remember that from Concordia. All right, and then these are the different cities, right? So there's a one city. One. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah. All right, so they're, the different values, and they end up on different places on the board, depending on the color when you set up. All right. So trackers for each player color, and then these are all of the rest of the cities. Yep. All right. There you go. And then, like I said, it came with some extra bags. So I guess one for the cities and one for the goods and the coins and such. And then here in the bottom of the box, there was some art. It's always nice when they add little touches like that. But there you go. Not a whole lot of variety in components. But, again, it's a quick game. So Caesar's Empire. If you have any questions, I'll be getting this to the table soon, I hope. John has actually already played this, so why don't you come on over to the Discord and you can ask us questions about it. The link to the Discord is in the description of the video. You can also just ask questions right here on comments in YouTube if you want. But if you want to follow us on social media, the links to all those things are down below as well. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to our channel. And until the next time, thanks for joining me.